Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for Friday Night Fights with Rocky 2. I thought I'd give this thing a little name since we'll be doing this for a few Fridays for a while now. We knocked down Rocky 1. If you haven't seen my reaction to that, go check it out. This is all for us to kind of be prepared for Creed 3 because I saw that trailer and I don't know, something about it just made me want to check it out, man. Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, and just, again, it's just motivation for me to finally watch this franchise that I've put off for so long. And I guess I didn't really know what I was getting into. And one of the main comments that I saw in the first video was talking about how, a lot of people seem to think this is a story about boxing, but it's really a love story. It's about, Rocky and Adrian, how they come together. The boxing is prevalent, but it's kind of secondary to the story, and that's not really what I knew. I knew, obviously, the Adrian thing, from pop culture and all that. But I really thought that was just kind of like I thought that was secondary to the actual, sport of it all. But I was enthralled with it, man. It was so well shot. The fact that it was written by Sylvester Stallone himself, that shocked me. I didn't know that at all. And it was just a really fun ride, man. I had always heard the name Apollo Creed. I knew it was associated with the series. Obviously, I know that his son is who the current films are following, but I didn't know that it was Carl Weathers that played him, which was a nice little treat because I wish we got more of him because he was such a he's such an interesting actor, man. I really love watching him and stuff, but I don't see him pop up nearly enough. I'm just glad that we get to see him every now and then in The Mandalorian these days. But another thing that I didn't realize, I was like, there's the director, John G. Avildsen, sounded so familiar to me, and it took me a minute to place it. And he's the same director that did the Karate Kid franchise, which I'm a huge fan of. We cover Cobra Kai here on the channel, and there's a lot of love towards that franchise. And I know there's a little bit of a crossover in there, but I didn't know it was that deep. I do recall that. Now, I could have the details a little faded here, but I do know that originally You're the Best, that ended up being the montage song, the main song associated with the Karate Kid, was originally written for one of the Rocky movies. I don't know which one. And I know that they had ended up going with Eye of the Tiger for whichever Rocky film that is associated with instead. And I think they ended up using it because, again, it was John G. Avildsen who did the Karate Kid films, decided to implement that instead over there, where it has become very much more notable. And I think that, I don't know, I associating the songs with each other, I think that they fit where they landed in the end. But I'm excited to see where this goes because I was, again, really invested in the dynamic between, Adrian and Rocky during this. I thought the performances were really strong. I thought the pacing was really strong. I thought the boxing, when it came down to it, was also really well done as well. And I don't know. I know that Apollo Creed is one of the main adversaries. Obviously, we crossed him off the list now. And then I know that I think Dolph Lundgren plays Drago. Again, Drago. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how it's pronounced, but he's one of them as well. But I didn't realize, again, that there are 6 Rocky-centric films. I really thought there was just maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. I was completely underestimated when I made this call that we were going to be doing 8 movies before March 3rd, but we're going to do it. I said it. I put it in my heart. I'm going to do it. So make sure to subscribe and stick around if you're not already. If you want to see my journey through the entire Rocky franchise, we will be doing this once a week until Creed 3 drops. So stay tuned. And if you enjoy the reactions, please leave a like. It really does help us out. Drop a comment. Also helps us out. If you want to see the full-length reaction, you check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes to bring a reaction to the entire film. You also get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We have a fan-voted movie that we do every month, and then this is just kind of something I decided to do on my own, which happens every now and then. But there is a community pick that you guys actually get to help contribute and choose. So you can do that over there. We got monthly Q&As, behind the scenes footage. I try to make it worth your while since you are going to support the channel. But, you know, main way is to help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, because engagement here really does help get the reach out. But with that all said and done, way, guys, let's go ahead and dive into Rocky 2. Here we go. Oh, wait. Are we picking up with a recap of the ending of the last film? Yeah, it's the exact same footage. This is something I saw somebody else point out. Is like Rocky loves blocking with his face. Oh, that's another thing. I thought I recognized his coach from somewhere, and I just could not place it, but somebody enlightened me real quick. He plays the Penguin in the Adam West Batman series. That's what I know him from. I just, without the top hat, the nose, and the cigarette holder, I didn't recognize him at all, man. It was something about the voice that really sold it. You're bleeding inside, champ. I'm gonna stop the fight. Listen, man. You stop this fight, I'll kill you. I'll go. You wanna go? Are these cut scenes? I don't remember some of these little exchanges. Another thing, I didn't call it out when Joe Frazier came in. That's a name I know for sure. You know, world famous boxer. But somebody did mention that the actor that plays Paulie is, oh man. This is still, again, I think really well shot. The guy that played Paulie is, as far as actors go in the film, is the only actual real boxer. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Karate Kid 2 also opens with like a no, that's Karate Kid 3 opens with a recap of the tournament. Karate Kid 2 just picks up a few weeks later and then they go away to Okinawa. Because I was going to say, he really likes to pick up and relive certain new angles of his old, like, where we left off before. All right, guys, and the movie's over. Ambulance, I would imagine. Oh, another little interesting tidbit. I think I saw somebody share in the comments the name Italian Stallion. Somebody had mentioned that that was Stallone's adult film name. Gotta be careful what I say on YouTube anymore with the whole guideline changes. I did know that he did that early on. That's one of the few things I do know, or remember hearing, rather. He's also barely awake, guys.
Does my nose look as bad as Mickey's?
What'd you think going into the last round?
I don't know, that I should have stayed in school or something.
You think you have brain damage?
I don't see any.
How about a statement?
This is so goofy. I love it.
So lucky. What you did was a miracle. You're the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I want you to know that, Stallion.
Do I look lucky?
Look, nobody goes the distance with me. Get up out of that chair, chump, and let's finish this.
Well, you going down? Did the bell save you, Apollo?
Bell nothing, man. I can beat that chump. I'll fight him any place, anytime.
Wait, do they want a rematch?
This is the man I want to fight. I'm gonna gonna show you how lucky you are. You're gonna fight me again, Chuck. Come back here. Don't run out on me. Come back here, Rock.
Oh, his pride's hurt.
A little depressed about my nose.
Is that all right?
I'm a little depressed about my nose.
How are we feeling tonight?
Oh, very handsome.
My kid would die for your autograph.
It's my first autograph.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, listen, could you answer me one question?
Yeah, sure.
Could you give me your best?
Uh,
Yeah. Thank you.
he's still like in denial and doubt of this whole situation and disbelief, and he's just like, did you actually really try, or were you holding back? I was like, no, I threw at you, man. Oh, it's so good.
Hey, could you sign my head?
But I gotta go somewhere now.
Where you going? What could be more important than this?
I just gotta do some things, you know. But I'll be back. I'll talk to you.
Will you give me a call? You got a number?
I just call you. I'll go, hey, yo!
Hey, yo, Paulie!
Guys got brains.
Because he doesn't have a phone.
What are we doing here at the zoo?
You know, I kind of like
Take her to the zoo!
Remember what I told you.
What'd you tell me?
Take her to the zoo.
Hey, tigers.
You know, don't you like the zoo? I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me very much.
What'd you say? Yes. I'd like to marry you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
These two are so genuine, man. Especially Rocky. Like, he's just wears his heart on his sleeve. I really like that.
I'll be a good guy, I promise. I ain't gonna do nothing wrong. Things are gonna be great, you know that? Hey, we're getting married. You wanna come? You can get out for the weekend. I'll send you an invitation, Mr. Tiger. That's fantastic, it is?
Oh.
Adriana Pennino, volete prendere a Rocky Balboa? Voi presente per vostro marito.
I do.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Go in peace and God bless you.
Oh, thanks, Father. You've done real good. I'm proud of you. Okay. Things are gonna be great.
Dude, Tony's here. That was his name, right?
Hey, Luck, everything's gonna be okay.
I'm surprised. Mickey's here with Tony here, too.
Commercials instead, you know?
Commercials? What for?
Wait, was he his best man?
Isn't that father something? Good luck.
I mean, Paulie obviously had to be with her side.
How's about investing in condominiums? It's safe.
Condominiums.
Yeah, condominiums.
I never use them.
He's so. Oh, he's Rocky. You thought he was talking about condoms. Never use them.
There are two kinds of love that you ought to know. There are two kinds of love.
They are really good. They gotta be an actual a cappella group or something, man.
You're the best thing that ever come into my life.
First thing he needs to do is get a bigger bed.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yo, hold on. I need to grab one of them condominiums real quick. I love his swagger, like his walk, his cadence. He's got like, I don't know, that bounce to him.
I'll put you right out to drive. I drive airplanes and bulldozers. I drive you crazy if you give me a chance. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Oh, yo, Adrian. Then you need a good watch. I'll tell you what, I want to get one for Paulie, too, okay? We'll take these.
What about one for yourself?
One for me.
One for you.
Well, I can't tell time very good, but all right.
Oh, he gives me anxiety driving, man.
Nice mailbox. I like this mailbox. You know, these numbers almost add up to 90. I like that. It's a good omen.
What are the taxes every year?
1,500.
1,500.
I like it. I know a pretty good deal when I see one, too.
Excuse me, I want to talk to my husband for 1 second.
He's getting a little ahead of himself.
I said we get the house now, huh?
Yeah, but we won't go upstairs.
That don't matter. It's just details. I'm sure it's nice.
Details. Are you sure?
Absolutely, okay? All right, we'll take the house. Oh, excuse me. Could you stand over there? I gotta talk secretly with your wife. Sure. Okay? Yeah. You know, I kind of feel stupid, you know, talking like this.
He's talking about not changing, but he's...
Marianne, listen to this. You didn't beat nobody, and anybody who knows boxing knows the fight was fixed.
Oh.
You call yourself the champ, you're a fake. The fight was a fake, go kill yourself.
What the f...
How much did you get to carry that bum for 15 rounds? You're disgrace to your people.
Oh, wow.
Ignore it.
Are you serious?
It's gonna eat him alive. One, you have the people think that he's just a show, I guess, and then you have the people who think that he didn't take the fight seriously. He was like purposefully making like this spectacle out of it all. Think he's a fake, a phony.
You were just making it look like you were playing. You're a phony. Hey, this guy's a great big phony.
That sucks, man. I mean, he still won too.
Yeah?
Or it could also be because he's a champion.
You know, I was thinking, this kid has your good looks, you know, and your good brains, and my good left hook is really gonna be...
Oh, so she's pregnant?
Oh, no, what if it's a girl? I'm a girl.
But, oh, shoot, I lost my thought. Oh, it's like, because if he is the champ, and this guy, this nobody, gave him a run for his money, it just, like, casts doubt on his entire record and his reputation.
And if it's a boy, I'd like him to be just like the father.
Don't you think one dumbbell in the family's enough, huh?
At least he's self-aware.
They gotta be hanging on no corners. They gotta dress like no wise guy like me. I'll tell you that. He's gonna be a good somebody like you.
I miss his old jacket.
Like you.
No.
Looks better than this gaudy-ass tiger jacket he got.
Did you ever hear of a smart deal toy?
No.
No? Big, they're number one.
Uh-huh.
And they want to make a Rocky doll. You understand? You can kick it, you can... You can kick it, you can beat it. It does everything.
Pretty smart,
That's right. Takes a terrific beating. I think it's a great idea. We're going to make a lot of money with it.
A Rocky-shaped stress doll.
How do I look?
The best.
Fabulous.
Adrian, how do I look?
Different.
He's going to be great.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah. Well, how do I look? I look stupid, don't I?
Yes.
In the morning, I splash it on, and it makes me smell mainly.
Smell mainly? Cut.
If you want to be the king of the beast and smell like a jungle rat, cat, they look a little like.
Oh my god. Oh.
All right, one down. Arthur, step out.
He gave him prosthetic wounds.
You have wasted our time, sir. This is a complete bust the whole afternoon. Leonard, where are you going? I want you to take him with you, Leonard. He is not a professional. I only work with professionals. You cost us thousands of dollars because you can't read.
It's no time to cuss me.
Aww.
There ain't no cover, Smokey, said Brad Lincoln. We better head for the king.
You read nice.
Thank you. You lie nice. Do I want to be happy doing something I ain't gonna be happy doing. Plus, you know, we need the money now, Buckus. Dogs don't want to hear my problems. Come on. When can I start?
How about tomorrow?
Well, how about today?
Okay, we got a load coming in.
Great.
Hey, Paulie, you look kind of skinny there, huh?
Yeah, he's losing weight.
Yeah. I thought he looked different. He, like, between the last film to this one. He hit the trash can, but his landing was much smoother than the last few times we've seen. He's getting better.
How you doing? How's everything done? How's business?
Yeah. Looking over your old stomping ground.
Yeah. Listen, Paulie, you want to buy this car, you know?
Oh, he can't afford it anymore.
My sister giving you a hard time? You know, she usually break her teeth.
I appreciate the advice, Paulie, but I kind of like her teeth, you know, where they are. Okay.
Where you going? You need a lift?
See you around.
Like, I get it. The struggle, the expectations, the priorities.
No, I am a fighter, not too good, but that's what I do.
Oh, Rocky, you gave me your word you wouldn't fight anymore.
Oh, no.
I can get my job back, you know, part-time at the pet shop.
You really want to do it?
Yeah, we need the money. Come in handy.
And they just got this place, too, that they have to pay for. The $1,500 yearly taxes and all that. You know, he got in deep real quick. I mean, that's not deep. I mean, at the time, though, it's not an easy property tax to fill out at the end of the year. I always wanted to get like a punching bag set up in a room, but I've never lived anywhere that's got like a stable ceiling, and I don't know how much I trust like the base floor ones. You can get plenty of sand in one to get going, but I don't know.
Now look here, Woody. Now tell me.
I see it.
Now you see nothing. Now forget it, kid. You got the heart, but you ain't got the tools no more. Now forget it.
Is that right?
That's
right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Body has limits, man.
All right, kid. Will you come back tomorrow, huh?
Thanks, I'm back.
Look, I don't know about anybody else, but as long as I'm going to be promoting this fight myself...
Wow, we're seeing more Creed, man.
We can get the same money for the two top contenders. Why go after Balboa? Why?
Because there's...
It's a pride thing.
You think I beat him the last time? Do you?
You got the decision.
Man, I won, but I didn't beat him. What are you afraid of, Tony?
I know what he means. The fight ended because the time ran out, really. And points are points, but he wanted the knockout.
I want something done to get the people around him talking.
You realize if we use this humiliation tactic, you're setting yourself up as the bad guy.
Look, man, whatever gets you in the ring.
Oh, we're gonna WWE this? You gonna turn heel? Is the champ turning heel? Wow. That's interesting. Because I get it, man. Like, especially like with Rocky checking in on the beginning, it's like a very like Dragon Ball thing. You know, Goku always wants to beat him at his best to know that he actually was able to achieve something, or that wasn't holding back to challenge and test himself. Now you kind of have both of them. Oh no. Oh no. Well, he thinks it's funny. He doesn't know the kind of dude he's messing with, I don't think, but still.
Now you can take it. Whoop. Hey, can't you think of anything tougher to say than oops? Hit that right, bang!
It's not gonna be Creed that gets to him. It's gonna be this, I think.
Tony. How you doing? How am I?
Yeah, it was Tony. Okay.
Give it to me straight, Rock.
sweeping up, making a few bucks here and there.
You ain't no janitor, Rob. You don't need a job like this. Besides, you're Italian. Now you come back and work for me, Rob.
Get back in the family.
You know, Tony, I appreciate the offer, but I can't do that stuff no more.
It's healthy, huh? Well, look, I gotta go. Take it easy, huh, champ?
Yeah.
This is like the most healthiest mob relationship I think I've ever seen.
Why don't we forget all this work? Listen, you want to come home with me now, and maybe I'll tell you a few jokes on the way home, and maybe you'll laugh, you know? Huh?
It's like old times.
Why the cows wear bells?
Why?
Because the horns don't work. Is they killing you? No?
What? I don't get that at all.
No! You really sweep good, man.
Talking to you?
Oh man, it's see.
Italian chicken.
Oh no.
Boy, you guys got the easy life.
And he gave that speech to that little girl in the last one too. I was about to say the last episode. In the last film about reputation, which also played into Tony as well. Like this idea of it's creeping back though, in a different way this time though.
This man does not have the honor to meet me. Or is it Scallion?
Now listen,
what's his name?
Fairness, Apollo.
What is your name,
Balboa did officially retire.
He doesn't want to face me.
There's only one problem. Where is Rocky Balboa? I'm Brent Musburger.
I don't want you to get by the hard way, you know? I want you to have good things. I want the kid to have good things.
We'll have him.
Yep.
I think we ought to knock his block off.
Rocky.
Sorry.
I want all of America, I want the whole world to see me destroy this man after 2 short rounds. Because after this fight, he's going to have to donate what's going to be left of his body to science.
He's so good at the smack talk though.
No playing, no jiving, just business.
All right. Rocky, do you think you have a chance this time against Apollo?
I don't know, he looks pretty mad.
Oh, his lightheartedness, you can see how much it irks Apollo, man.
Look here. A lot of people may not.
To be fair, he did like underestimate him in the early on, which got him rocked real early. So if he goes from the get-go, taking it serious, might have more of a chance.
Rocky, got anything derogatory to say about the champ?
Derogatory. Yeah, he's great.
Come November, you're mine.
Very upset.
Just the way he like just rolls off his shoulders like that, like rain and all. It's just like, it's gotta irk Apollo so much.
Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed. Now I show you a trick how to get some speed in them legs.
Chase this chicken.
Chicken chasing is how we always used to train in the old days. Yeah. You catch this thing, you can catch grease lightning.
Grease lightning, go grease lightning.
Now listen, get this thing.
A fighter ain't a farmer.
Come on, go on and get him. Get him. Come on, what's the matter with you?
Dude, chasing a chicken is not easy. By any stretch.
Jump that till it hoits 500 times without stopping, you hear me? 500 times.
Hey, Mick, I want to use my other arm.
If you do, I'm going to chop it off. Jab it till it hoits. Go ahead.
3, 4.
I want 500 high ones. Go.
What was I, 7 or 8?
Dude, Carl Weathers is a machine. Dude, speed bags give me anxiety so much. when I'm trying to like time it. I can keep one going for not long, maybe like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. No, maybe 10 if I'm in a good swing. Yeah, see that this is me.
What's the matter? That bag too fast for you?
Wait, does he train with like people chanting his name like a recording, or is that just all for us?
Last time we should have won, but this time you're gonna be scary, kid. You're gonna be a greasy, fast Italian monster.
He spits so much when he talks and acts, man. I'm so worried about her lifting stuff like this while she's pregnant.
Speed, speed. Catch that pump.
I hope nothing happens to the baby.
What's the matter with you? Now, for a 45-minute fight, you gotta train hard for 45,000 minutes.
What's the point of like the spit bucket and all that stuff? Like the rinse and spit. I mean, can you not just swallow? Or is it hydration?
Hey, kid, carry this, will you? Because I liked you better when you was carrying spit.
What the hell you doing?
What?
About messing up that guy over there?
Stop with me, Paulie. I'm just trying to keep him safe.
Hey, what? Feed these goddamn squirrels! What do you do? What's wrong? Adrian, what's wrong?
Come on, where's your guts? I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you bum.
Hey, Rock, they want you across the street.
What's the matter?
Your wife's sick.
Oh.
I'm Dr. Cooper. The baby is fine,
Okay.
even though it's a month premature.
What is it?
It's a boy.
Yeah, well, how's Adrian? Where is
Oh, it just came already?
The premature delivery was most likely caused by straining of overwork, and the sudden loss of blood has caused her to slip into a coma.
What? The fact that it was her going back to work that caused this because he couldn't. Oh.
He wants to prove to the whole world that it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time out. But I think you're a hell of a lot more than that, kid. Hell of a lot.
He gets so mad and worked up because he cares and he knows.
But I kept giving you lip, and you kept trying to slip so I could catch you. And that was our first date. And after that, every day was great.
Oh, he wrote her a little poem.
I knew you'd come back.
So you haven't seen the baby?
No, come on, I was waiting to see them together. I know.
We're gonna name him Pebble.
Adrian, I can't believe you done this.
Believe me, we did.
Oh no, he ain't got a name. What do you want to call him?
Paulie's a great name.
Yeah, Paul's a pretty good name, but
What about after the father?
Rocky Jr. You really wanna...
Let's not curse this kid. I'm a junior.
If you don't want me mixing with Creed no more, we'll make out some other kind of way, you know?
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
Kick his.
Win.
Aw.
Win.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, I'm cramping. Oh. I'm sorry, that cut to, oh, Mickey, this is great. He was waiting for the green light, man. Oh, got some Rambo going on. But then he's always been wearing that. That's another thing. Like, I know, like, Actually, I mean, that's kind of all I know. It was like Rambo's just big, sweaty him in a red bandana, murdering people left and right. Win, Rocky, win. Oh, he's got his juice. It was he thought he was disappointing her. There's like a cloud, a fog over him because he didn't have her approval. He didn't have her in his corner. What you're fighting for is your greatest strength, man. God damn. Damn. Yeah. He had a feather in his head. So do they commit to Rocky Jr.? No. Wow. Ah. Here we go, man. There's a lot of. I love the repeating elements. He's like Philly Goku, man. Aw, this is great, man. He's got his fire back. The stark contrast. I'm gonna kill this. Dude. Are you kidding me? This is great. This is more of what I was hoping for in the last one. I didn't think that we would get like a Creed Part 2, you know, well, Apollo Creed, like to follow up to that. Like I knew like he was a character that had a presence throughout the remainder of the franchise, but I didn't know like we would literally be carrying that same storyline over. But I guess that makes sense because I've only heard of like so many people he fights of, like literally just the two I named in the beginning. You know, him and Drago. Like, that's it. And there's 6 of these movies, excluding the Creed franchise. So there's got to be some people that I just haven't heard of in the mix. But I didn't expect we would have, like, that 2 would be, like, this interwoven with the first.
Listen, Paulie, you're going to help out with the baby tonight, right?
Take care of everything.
Okay, you just take care of everything now, because you're in charge,
I'll
all
take
right?
care of the dumb house. You're going to be late for your own fight.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Dude, I wouldn't trust Paulie with no baby, man.
He is in the best shape of his illustrious career.
Dude, I could tell you if he came at me, I would just be like, eh.
But can he repeat that incredible performance 10 months ago? And you know he took a real beating at the hands of the champion.
Dude, if he's this messed up, though, like, with the risk that he's putting into his body just in this one, like, how does he even survive for, like, 8 more movies?
I was wondering, you know, if you could throw down a blessing so if
Aw.
I get beat up tonight, you know, it won't be too bad, you know? Could you do something like that?
No.
Take was a seat. Thanks a lot, Father. Listen, I appreciate it. I gotta go. I'm so late. I'll see you at church, yo. Take care.
That's cute. That's funny. Oh, he got the car back. Well, I guess Paulie did say if he needed the car, he'd let him have the car. But dude, Mickey just spits everywhere he goes. Man, don't want to wear yourself out before you go out there. I know you got to warm up, but I think he's like going too hard. Oh, I mean that'd be my concern right now. It's time.
Okay, let's do it.
He's got a new robe. No meat company on the back of this one.
Ain't this robe nice? Better than last year, that's for sure. Remember that baggy one last year? This is gorgeous. It's like it. You guys look cute. I like it.
I assume they got a bigger budget this time around, though.
Stallion making his way to the ring. Why this fighter of limited ability has gained such popularity is such a mystery.
Say this fighter of limited ability.
Some said that was from the high school that he never graduated. 31 years of age. There he is over shaking
31.
Filippo, and we're waiting now for the champion to come in.
3 years younger than me. There's still hope.
This area is certainly packed with Rocky's people. I've never seen so many Italians in one place in my life.
Hey, you said that. I didn't.
And he looks a little more firm this time than he did the last time.
It's Apollo.
No showboating this time.
I was hoping it wouldn't show.
Yeah, about that. He's wearing Rocky's old collars, too.
You're going down, man. You're going down.
Don't let it bother you, kid.
Man, his pride really took a hit from all of this.
I'm going to give you the instructions now, and I expect you to follow them. Watch your low punches and watch your kidney punches. Watch your rabbit punches. In case of a knockdown, you go to the corner.
Rabbit punches? What's a rabbit punch?
Boys, let's have a good fight.
He's going down.
Good luck to you. He's still upset.
Who cares? Nah, he's gonna try to kill you quick, but you get through this first round and he's ours.
Okay.
Show him who you are.
Come on, buddy.
Fight of the century, super fight 2, and there's the bell.
There he goes, blocking with his face again. Jesus. Jesus.
He's fighting right-handed. I don't believe it. The southpaw still is.
And he still gets taken. How many times has he been tagged in the face already, man? We need a counter. Good God. Block, man. Block. Dodge. Something. Jeez. What in the world? Oh my God! Oh my... Man, I know he's got a f***ed up eye, but like, good Lord. Right back into it.
Now don't let up on this man. This man is dangerous. This man is dangerous.
That guy's great.
I love the contrast between the two. He's over there talking all the smack, trying to hype himself up, and he's over here be like, man, that guy's really good.
Starting with the left and left and left. Left to the chin, left to the head, left to the chin, left to the head, coming around now. Just holding that right hand. He's got it cocked. He's just waiting for that precise moment that he... He can't hurt me, no way! Break it up, break it up. Break it up, break clean. Now the champion motioning for...
Oh! Jeez. This is a slaughter compared to the last one, man. Oh. Well, can he do that? He just scooped him back into the corner. Uh-oh. Oh. This is intense. That reaction shot there. Oh, they're past round 3. Things are already not going the way he had hoped again. For Apollo, I mean. Do points matter if you knock the other person out, or do you automatically win regardless of points? Jeez, he's just a human punching bag. Oh, do not stick your tongue out, man, like that. That's dangerous. Ooh, that made me nervous. Is he just trying to, he know he can take a beating, so is he trying to, like, win by stamina? Tire him out and then take him in the back half, conserve your energy? Stay up, stay strong. Oh God, there's so much spit in these movies, man. Oh, good Lord. Oh. Hey, he at least tried to block that time.
Get him back!
That's his bad eye too that keeps getting rocked. Dude, look at his eye. We're just gonna have another instance of going the distance. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I rolled with it. Dude, they were like, we gotta ramp up how many times he gets clocked in the face in this movie. Up everything. Up the ante in every category, especially punches to the face. He's gonna block every punch in this movie with his face.
Hey, Rod, get in trouble one more time, I'm with you.
Just on nothing. Now listen, let me stop it, cuz. Listen, you're getting killed out there.
It's my life. Apollo well ahead.
No trick, say switching. Yeah, but you're fading out there. Why don't you? I don't need no trick. All right. I ain't switching. All right, you got a plan. You got a switch it. He's ready, believe me.
Oh. He's going Ultra Instinct, man. Good. He's returning all the hits, man. Oh my God. Come on. Ooh. Oh my God. This is hard to watch. Come on. Get him. Oh! Oh, are they both going? I have no idea how he's even conscious with as many times that he got clocked in the head this entire match. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Holy sh! Oh. That is some grade A bullshit, but I love it. Oh, it's got me tearing up, dude. And he's... Oh. Oh. He's got to have the respect still now, though. Come on.
Just want to say one thing to my wife who's home.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Dude, this one was so... This one was... The first one's great, don't get me wrong, but I think this one is so much better than the first one, just overall. It's a real character study, especially from, like, his perspective, and then also a great little, like, representation on the chaoticness that comes with this, like, spontaneous rise to fame. He went from just, you know, roughing people up for money for this mobster to this household name. The way you have to adapt to that sudden rise in reputation and fame and status is crippling sometimes. And he did make some very rash decisions, you know, spontaneous like his fame itself, in the rise and the heat of it all, with the money, with what the kind of amenities that came with that. But then there was no, like, forethought on what to do next. He was like, he was very much living in the moment at the time. You know, he proposed to Adrian, which was a really sweet and funny scene with the fact that, considering how the conversation about the zoo went in the first movie, to where that's where he proposes to her, is hilarious. But it's so sweet and endearing. Like, he's so genuine of a character. I cannot think of very many Western characters in media, specifically film, that is just this earnest and genuine. You know, there's not really any walls that he puts up. He's just unabashedly himself with everybody around him, and it makes him so endearing. I didn't expect these movies to be like this, man. Again, like I said this last time, I kind of expected, like, your typical sports drama is kind of what I thought. But, like, this love, this passion that he has for Adrian is just so commendable. And then, you know, the downfall that came with that, with the realization that he still doesn't have all of the cards in his deck, you know, to kind of, he doesn't know how to navigate this fame once he gets it. He doesn't know what to do after the initial fall off. He didn't know how to capitalize on it. He's not that kind of guy. He doesn't have, like, you know, he didn't have Mickey. You know, Mickey was supposed to be his manager, so I'm surprised he wasn't, like, helping him out with some of that stuff out of it, because that was kind of what they established in the first film. But, like, he didn't really know how to navigate and traverse that world and capitalize on it. But also capitalizing on it's not really who he is at his core. So, like, it part of that felt wrong to him, and because of that and his inability to kind of navigate that sphere, they fell on hard times, which resulted in Adrian having to go back to work while he was getting laid off because of the economic crisis going on. I don't know if it was crisis at the time. I don't really remember. But like he was struggling to make ends meet as anything other than a fighter, because this was just supposed to be a one-off thing. But that's who he is at his core. No matter how destructive it is, it's all he knows. And he doesn't really want to go back to manual labor or anything like that. He wants something that's going to provide. But because they fell on those troubled times, she had to go back to work. And because she was pregnant, that strenuous labor she had to put through caused complications. I was kind of concerned because I don't know her fate in this film. Honestly, I didn't know that he had a son. I mean, like I said, I don't know much about this franchise, but these are some things I really didn't expect to tackle in this, considering the longevity of this series. I didn't know if she was going to die in this one. I didn't know if if the birth would be successful. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they were. I'm glad that they are, though, because it just strengthens his character more. There's so much to work with because he's such a humbling person. Like at every step of the way, while Apollo's pride is vehemently blistered after what happened before, with everybody being like, how does the world heavyweight champion of the world fight this nobody for 15 rounds and barely win by a tally of points? And by a lot of people, they think it was a dead-end draw, and some evil people will vouch that they think Rocky won and think that Creed rigged the fight so that he would win anyway. So there's like no winning in that scenario except for a straight up shutdown in a rematch for him. And he couldn't move past it. Like it was a joke to him. This was a PR stunt, and he really wasn't taking it seriously whatsoever. And then he got that wake-up call at the end that came with the post-match kind of like clarity in the end. And honestly, it's hard to say that more was riding for one than the other. I mean, realistically, Apollo wasn't going to be hard up for money. His career's not over because of that. He's going to be fine. It's his pride, his reputation. Again, reputation is a theme that keeps coming back up. His reputation is tarnished by this. And that's what he cares about. His image, his brand. Like, it's not so much the sport anymore for him, which is kind of showing that the difference between him and Rocky even more, the contrast between the two. It's really interesting because Rocky he does it because that's all he knows. He does it because he loves the fight, loves the sport. It's not but at the same time, he's coming on hard times. He's not making ends meet. They're hard up for money. Adrian's had to go back to work while he's got laid off from his job. And then everybody around him, Apollo's propaganda is seeping in. Now his reputation is fading off from that fight. The people in the neighborhood are making fun of him. The people in the gym are making fun of him because now he's just helping around the gym rather than being this big guy that he was kind of made out to be. It's a really interesting window into that whole concept of, again, sparked fame. It's just a really interesting take that they took with this. It just builds naturally off of the last one so well while accentuating all the things about the first one. I mean, hell, the entire montage at the end where he gets back in the training, there are new little elements added in there, but it echoes the first one. The whole third act echoes the first one, but it also elevates it in a way because it's building off of the first one. There's a lot of homages, direct references, but there's a lot of little cinematic choices that they make to show the progression between the two. One, you could argue that Rocky 2 just does Rocky 1 again in the third act, but that's kind of the point because he's doing it for a different reason now. He's doing it the whole situation, the whole circumstance is different now. And you can see the change in Rocky if you compare those two scenes together, and not just Rocky, but the way his reputation's been garnered as well, and the support that he's got behind him as well. There's just a lot of really great elements in this that kind of spell out the growth of this character, the town, his reputation, his goals, his priorities. Also early on, when he had that sparked rush of fame, his priorities might not have been in the best of places, Ended up having to sell off that car he got. Neither of them really knew how to drive to begin with. He just thought that was something you needed. And he seems to get around just fine without one anyway. It's just like he doesn't know how to navigate this. And he really just kind of needs somebody holding his hand through a lot of it. And on top of that, like Adrian as a supporting wife is just so afraid of him because of how dangerous and how damaging his last fight was. I was like, they were like, you're at risk. You got messed up so bad. You're at risk of permanently losing eyesight in your right eye. Yeah, right eye. So like, it wasn't that she doesn't want him to do what he loves, She just doesn't want him to get hurt. She doesn't want him to be permanently taken down. She doesn't want him to die. She doesn't want him to go blind. She just wants him to, it's hard to find a middle ground in this profession to balance out health and happiness in the career and all of that. And then after everything, like I think she kind of realizes that, like after their little conversation about this being who he is, regardless, and whether that brings him down, whether he takes any permanent damage from it. It's what he loves. It's quality of life, not quantity, right? So like, just, you gotta let him be. You don't want him to change who he is. He doesn't want to change who you are. And at that same time, you're just kind of like, you gotta find that balance of support and then faith. And I like the element, too, that they built on this a little bit, too, about his faith in here, him going to the church, him going to the chapel, his relationship with Mickey evolving. Mickey very much was much more of a presence in this. Paulie took a little bit more of a back seat, but he's still pretty much present throughout the entire film. And then, again, most supporting, award goes to the most supportive mobster, goes to Tony. This guy, he's just got his back the entire step of the way. It's just really interesting. It's like, hey, you're Italian. Come on. I'll always help you out. It's just so funny. It's just like this film, this series so far, these first two films. Again, I've only watched these first two films. So, like, it's surprising me just how endearing this whole story is. And just well directed and executed and just, I don't know, man. This is really good. I didn't expect to fall in love with this like I did. This is like really, really good. Like, I'm deeply invested in what's happening with these characters in this story. And I honestly, like, I can appreciate something that I'm just experiencing for the first time a lot, like, especially like something that's got like this cultural hook in the world so intently, where I'm just kind of the outsider coming in now. Like, it might, for me, like, there's always sometimes that fear. I've talked about this before, that, what if I don't like it, or what if it doesn't grip me as much as I want. I had this fear when I started Stranger Things too, because I started it way late. I just started the whole series this year, that in particular, and I'm just like, is it overhyped? Is it all these things? And then I'm entrenched. Once I get into the groove of it, I'm just entrenched. I'm just fully immersed. This film, the way it's structured and the way the characters are so real, it pulls you in so easily, a lot more easily than I expected it to. I expected just to kind of have a little journey, a little fun, a little romp, some laughs, some action, some drama and all that. And then here I am just like sucked into this world with these characters. It's just, I don't know. That's kind of what you want to happen with movies. It's kind of the point of film, is to be drawn into these worlds. But sometimes I worry about, and this is just a mental thing that I come with me with something like this that's established, and coming in as an outsider for the first time, is, am I going to be able to break that barrier? It's just open arms welcoming you into it. It's just really comforting. And the whole underdog story is just so easy to get lost in it. And into the swell of it, the hype of it, the storm of the journey, the music, the editing, the pace, the structure, the visual elements that just leave you with this feel-good sense of joy and fun for this ride, and you're rooting for this character, to take out the big man, we had that hiccup with Adrian, and that just, it it was rough. It was hard to get through. Just how much that weighed on him and how much his spark is tied to her. It's just so, it was just, I don't know, man. Again, I feel like I'm rambling and repeating myself, but like, it's just well done. I loved this movie. This one. I liked the first one. I think I could say I liked the first one. I loved this movie. Guys, hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment so we can carry on the conversation after the video. If you're new, subscribe. We're doing one of these every Friday until Creed 3 comes out, so stick around and let me know your thoughts, man. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Share, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Reva McGann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Cantrell, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you all next week with Rocky 3. Take care, everybody.